She's scratching on something. I don't know what she is. Freya, hey!
There's that guilty look I was telling you about.
Hey guys, Melinda here. I am so ecstatic to be making this video. For the longest time, I have wanted a pet. I finally have one. I wanted to dedicate a video to her. Her name is Freya, my sweet little kitty. We're gonna go into little specifics here in a minute. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a background of pets in my life. I am actually very allergic to animals. For the longest time, never had pets, never had anything. But then living with my parents when I was a teenager, we brought in a stray cat from the street. She was the sweetest, Juliet, first pet I guess you could say that I had, but I kind of don't consider it, considering my parents are the ones that took care of her, fed her, brought her to the vet, all that stuff. Really, she is my parents' cat. I consider her a family cat because I was in the house when we brought her in. So kind of my first pet, but Freya is my first responsibility as a pet owner. So that's why I kind of consider her my first actual pet. I really have not had an actual pet. This is my first responsibility that I actually have to keep an eye out for her, make sure she doesn't get into trouble, get into spaces that she can't get to or shouldn't. I have to feed her. I have to clean her litter box. That's why I consider Freya to be my first actual pet. And of course I have to make a video about her because I document everything in my life. So this video is all about my kitty Freya and giving you guys a little sneak peek into what it's like to have her as a sweet pet. So sweet little girl Freya is about 2.5 to I believe 3 years old, and I have rehomed her from my friend Sarah. She has either 4 or 5 cats and 2 kids. So she has a very loud house, lots of people, lots of movement. Sarah was telling me about Freya one day and that one of her other cats just constantly bullies Freya to the point where she was so scared to come out of hiding that that's how she lived her life. She would always hide under Sarah's bed or in the couch in the living room, and that was to the extent of her life. She would come out for like food and water but would immediately get chased back into her hiding spots. So Sarah, when she was telling me this, said that she wants to rehome her because she thinks that Freya needs a better life, doesn't want her living in fear forever. So that's when she came to me and asked if I would consider rehoming her. And so that is exactly what I did. I brought in sweet Freya and now have a kitty. I've had her for about a month now. She has become right at home. She, I would say, learned very quickly that there were no other cats around. There was no one gonna bully her, and just kind of learned that this is her quiet environment now. That makes me so thrilled because each day I am seeing more and more of her personality, and she actually gets to be a cat. I'm just so happy for her and happy I was able to give her this life. I absolutely love her. I love the personality that she's starting to show, and I wanted to show you guys as well. So let's go ahead, dive into some of the specifics that makes Freya Freya. Also forgot to mention that she was very shy and scared at first. For the first week, she pretty much just hid behind the couches in the living room, to the point where I was getting so scared that she wasn't getting enough food or water because it seemed like she never came out of hiding. Probably the first week that she was here, I had to push the food and the water up against the edge of the couch just to make sure that she was actually eating and drinking. Even then, it was very minimal. It was very small. Now she's a little fatty fat. We got her this giant dispensable feeder, so she eats into the bowl, and once it's kind of emptied, then it just refills. We had like this really cute bowl that we got for her, but she was going through that thing 3 times a day, I think. So it was just becoming a hassle to constantly have to refill it. So we got these giant automatic dispensers. I tell you, she eats a lot. I'm constantly walking by and seeing giant dents in her food bowl. So yes, she's become very comfortable and acclimated to her new home. Now let's go ahead and get into the specifics. One of the things that I absolutely love about her is that she is a cuddle bug. Always always tends to have to be next to me, sitting on my lap. In particular with me, she just loves being on my lap. We'll just sleep there for hours to the point where I have to scoop her off of me because I need to do stuff. I need to get lunch, get ready for work, whatever it is. I absolutely love that she's so affectionate and wants all the cuddles and all the pets. But girl, I got stuff to do. I genuinely love how sweet and cuddly and affectionate she is. One of the things that my boyfriend told me and was hesitant about getting a cat is because he believes that all cats are evil. All they want to do is scratch up our furniture, knock things off of shelves, and terrorize us. I have been trying to convince him for the longest time. Yes, some cats are like that, but not all cats. And so I feel very lucky and blessed that we got Freya because she is the perfect example of cats that aren't like that. He has really fallen in love with Freya too because of how affectionate and cuddly she is, and she just wants pets. She just wants to be around us and doesn't ever get tired of it. Super in love with how affectionate she is. When she isn't in that affectionate mood, she is just so playful. She has so much energy. I'm kind of surprised at how much energy she has. There's like no in between. She's either super cuddly and affectionate or she's super playful. She's so funny when she's playful too. She has the zoomies like no other cat I've ever seen. One of her favorite toys is to chase the laser pointer. She will just dart back and forth. It's so fun to do that because she never gets tired of it. She will just run back and forth constantly until she gets the red dot. The other way that she plays, we have this ball on the end of a string. He will launch it at her. Eyes light up when he plays with her like that. She just becomes so invested in this flying ball past her head. I would say those are the two playing methods that she absolutely loves. Again, just never gets tired of it. It tires us out. The only issue that I have is that she thinks everything is a toy. One day that I took my glasses off and I was cleaning them, or I don't know what I was doing, but she started to bap the end part of my glasses right here. She thought it was a toy and I had to like kind of push her away and say, no, 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 that's not a toy. You don't want to play with that. There was one day I was trying to clip her claws and she thought the little clippers was a toy. Was trying to bap it and play with it, and I had to get that away from her too because that could actually be dangerous if she tries to play with it somehow. My charging cord also. We've gathered that she also loves to play with strings, so if anything looks like a string, of course she's gonna try and play with it. My charging cord, she constantly tries to play with it and bite it and chew on it. Everything is a toy to her, which is funny but also bad. One of her favorite sleeping spots, I don't know if it's a comfort thing from when we first brought her in, but one of her absolute favorite spots is to sleep underneath the bed. She just curls up in a little ball just right in the corner. She's not hiding, she's not scared. She just loves to sleep down there, and the boyfriend and I joke all the time that when she goes under there, it's her bedtime because she doesn't come out for hours. We can look under the bed and she just has such sleepy eyes and big yawns and leave me alone kind of looks. Whenever she goes under the bed, it's her bedtime. That's where she loves to sleep. This next one, again, I don't know if she just kind of picked this up back when she was living with Sarah and busy household and other cats that bullied her, but she is so sneaky. She is actually a ninja. We never hear her when she leaves and we never hear her when she comes back. And she always has this guilty look on her face. Freya? She's scratching on something. I don't know what she is. Freya, hey, what are you doing?
Freya, what are you doing? There's that guilty look I was telling you about.
Maybe she was using her scratch box or something. I don't know. It sounded like she was scratching on something else. Let me piggyback off of that first and then we'll come back to where I was. The issue that we're having with Freya is that she thinks everything is also a scratching post. So we have a lot of rooms blocked off because we don't want her to go in there and scratch on stuff. We have scratching posts and we have scratching boxes. She does use them, but just constantly looks for something else to scratch. She's been scratching at the walls. If she sneaks into the closet, she'll scratch on the hamper. When she's under the bed and she's in a playful mood, she'll scratch on the wood planks that are under the bed. We've clipped her claws and we have scratching posts, so we're just trying to get her to stop scratching. I would say ever since we have clipped her claws, it's helped a lot. We're just trying to control everything else. Hi, Freya. She came to visit. Do you want to come up? Here's my sweet girl. She doesn't like to be held for long times. Okay, let's see where we were. So last, I think I was talking about how she's very sneaky and we just never know where she is. We never know where she wanders off to. Very quiet, sneaky little thing she is. She doesn't like to sleep in pet beds unless there's pants. One of her pet beds that we have, I have a pair of pants that I just have abandoned and will probably never use again because she likes to sleep on it. Very odd, not quite sure. Maybe she just likes the smell of a human. Won't sleep there unless there's clothes or pants or even a heating pad one time. So we recently learned that she likes to eat her own tufts of hair. The other week, she had a pretty nasty, we think is a hairball. To me, it looked like I could see little hairs sticking out of it, so I think it was a hairball. And now that we know that she likes to eat and play with her own tufts of hair that we find throughout the house, that makes me very concerned. That's not good. I don't want her to get sick. I don't want her to have constant hairballs. I know that's not fun. We're gonna have to brush her often and pick up those tufts of hair as we see them. The boyfriend and I also think that she's a very jealous kitty, where if we're somewhere cuddling on the couch, I'm giving him back touches or vice versa, Freya just always makes an appearance and tends to hop up onto one of our laps to draw the attention away. So we really think that she's a very jealous kitty. We like to call her our jealous kitty. Such a sweetheart, such a sweet kitty. Just a few more things that I kind of wanted to share about her personality and her quirks. She can get a little weird. We haven't quite figured out why she does this, but she will just sit and stare at a wall and meow at it for a long time. Again, we can't figure out what it is. We always look at the wall to see if there's a bug or a thumbtack. Absolutely nothing. There's nothing on this wall that she could be looking at and meow at, and she does it all the time. So I always joke and say it's a ghost and she can see the ghost. I don't know how often she does it, almost daily. Kind of weird. Don't know if it's concerning, but definitely weird. One of her other places that she loves to be is in drawers. One day I had a drawer open. I was picking out what I was gonna wear. I left it open because I was kind of going back and forth. I turn around and there she is in my drawer, and it was the cutest thing. I didn't want to disturb her, but yet I also didn't want to get cat hair on all my clothes. Was able to shoo her out of there so I could get it closed, but it's just so funny that that's where she loves to be, and it's very cute. That was everything that I wrote down, all of her personality quirks and just what makes her Freya. She is absolutely the sweetest kitty. Again, just loves to be around people, loves to be near us. That is my kitty. That is Freya. Thank you guys so much for watching and getting to know her and letting me have the opportunity to show you what a sweet but silly cat that she is. Very excited to have a life with her and to spoil her. Also, another reason why I wanted to do this video is now that I do have a kitty, there was a video that I did several years ago with my parents' cats that I called Cats TV, and it was supposed to be making fun of reality shows and how drama-filled they can be. Loved the idea and the concept that I did for that, but I got really sloppy and lazy with it, so it didn't come out exactly how I wanted. I wanted to pursue that idea a little bit further and possibly make another video. Back then, I kind of was just content and just wanting to get it out no matter how bad it was, how short it was. Now I kind of take my time with it and make it how I want it to be, make it presentable before I post it. So I think I'm willing to give Cats TV another shot. Stay tuned for the future. I'm sure I will be coming out with one of those videos. Wanted to have that option open and wanted to give you Freya's introduction before then as well. So that is everything. That is this video. That is Freya, the sweet little kitty that she is. If you guys like this video, go ahead, give it a big thumbs up. It would absolutely mean the world to me. And make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already and you want to see more content, and leave your thoughts down in the comments down below, your favorite part about Freya. So I guess that is everything for this video. Thank you again for watching. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.